whose bracket is going to get messed up.
I fucked up real
I
bad.
know one guy who already did for sure. But
I'm sorry, Petrify. You know what? They didn't give us much time to actually put these in. For some reason, Rob, he put all the predictions in for everybody else, and he gave us the papers literally 3 minutes before we... I didn't have time to read the names.
Yeah, plenty of time.
Had no time at all.
Plenty of time.
And if I get a pie to the face, well, hopefully it's not milk-based product because I'm going to have some more issues later tonight.
Going to be missing another cast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the game. Sorla Khan, I got to say, I respect somebody that puts a Sorla out on phase 1. She's always going to die if she lands in front of a hero, but if she gets that tower shot, if she can make it happen, that's big baby booty. Of course, we know that ain't going to happen here today. She is going to die immediately, per the usual, always.
Yeah, that's why you don't play her first.
Shut up, SUNSfan. There's a chance. There's always a chance.
Shut up, SunsFan. What do you think of this Trebuchet, my friend? We're going to see Trebuchet, Lightning Strikes, Unsupervised Artilleries. I love these cards.
Now, I've been a fan of Trebbies, along with you, but why just have one?
Yeah, that's a little weird.
One Trebby?
Yeah. Trebby needs company.
Trebby don't do solo. Trebby's one of the boys. He needs the group.
Yes, he does. Completely agree. We're going to see one Nevermore as well in this list. So versus Shana, of course. Many different pronunciations for this. We're going to see the duel right away. So that's already 2 heroes dead on the flop, my friend.
Yikes. If this was a payday deck. Ooh.
Oh, I forgot that Axe only has 6 attack now. Yes, he cannot kill the Ogre Magi.
Nerfed.
Yes.
Nerfed into oblivion, some would say. You hardly ever see him in any decks except for all of them that are red. So.
Well, Bronze Legionnaire comes down, and Shana, well, have to say, off to a very good start in terms of getting hero kills. But we're going to see the upkeep kill onto the LC thanks to Ignite. So that's quite nice for Baize. Of course, you have 3 heroes coming next turn.
Oh, and that PA is going to go right in front of Kana. Kana typically not worried too much about being in front of a hero, but PA? She a big lady.
She is. The weird thing about this game, the start at least, is the fact that all the black heroes died and your hand is mostly black cards at the moment.
Yeah, that's right.
Prey on the week, it's 2 dogs. I don't think that's going to be worth it. In this lane, it does literally nothing. This is another dead kind of round for Baize, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's rough for Baize. Of course, you want to try to play that Prey or that Lightning Strike in the last lane because there's a chance Ogre could copy it.
Really? You think he's going to cast it?
I do believe he is going to wait till that last lane, SUNSfan.
Really?
I do believe so. What else is he going to play?
Well, I don't think he plays anything. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
or she, sorry.
She,
yes.
SUNSfan. We wouldn't know because the camera's not on.
Yes,
but,
it is.
Only one of them.
We're going to see the gank Kamasa Ogre Magi. We'll never know. We'll have to message her after the game to see if she would have cast
Were you
Lightning Strike.
considering in mana 4?
This is so much gold going the way of Shana, though. We have Stonehall Cloak, of course, a second one in hand. This is not a good start at all. This is kind of what you fear going against these heavy red decks.
That is true, but red make big dead body first early game. Black gets a little bit tricky as the mana continues, so we're going to be seeing a couple more options coming out. Of course, Baize got her own gank very soon.
Indeed. Coming up to 5 mana, so March of the Machines can be cast. But of course, we're looking at very tanky heroes. Last lane, I think March of the Machines has literally nothing. Well, not literally, but almost nothing.
That would be the not definition of literally.
Yeah, coming from you who says literally all the time when it's not even...
literally never say that, and I say that correctly.
Well, Baize is definitely hoping for the PA versus Bristleback here, but something tells me that Tinker will find his way there instead.
Oh, sweet Tinky Winky. Where he gonna go?
Are you a little bit surprised that PA doesn't go to the first lane or to gank the Bristleback?
I mean,
get the phase boots on or something like that.
Sorlacon's just as strong. You RNG and hope that she hits the tower. Of course she won't, as we know. And then you just gank with Sorla and kill her. Who cares?
Technically, you can put the Oglodi Veil to the side and then phase boots her to that side.
Wow, SUNSfan, that'd be a very high-level play. I would not imagine that we would see something so insane here.
This hand is still a little bit awkward. Or not the hand necessarily, but we're going to see the Prey on the Week come out. But the fact that you've put all your heroes into 2 lanes for now means that you can't really cast as many cards as you would like, just because you haven't been able to cast your cards this game at all. So like, you've been dead.
That's okay.
Constantly.
That's okay, you know? What are you more afraid of in a game of poker? A guy that has a lot of cards or a guy that don't have very many at all?
What? I don't understand that at all.
I don't play poker. Is that
apparently you play Uno? Maybe. Is that what you're describing?
As Bruce Lee once said, I fear the man that has 1,000 cards over one that's practiced one 1,000 times.
That's close to the actual reference.
Nah, I don't care what he said anyway. He's dead.
Wow.
So clearly it didn't work out for him.
Jesus.
Idiot.
I think he died of a heart attack. I'm pretty sure.
I thought he died in a fight.
I don't think so.
Didn't he fight Chuck Norris?
The fables were wrong, I think.
In America, they told me Chuck killed him.
They would, wouldn't they?
Yes.
All right, Shana here, going to heal up Bristleback. So 18 HP. Good luck killing that guy.
Make good use of
Phase Boots here.
Run, girl. Get out of there.
Does PA... I think she still does the damage to Bristleback most likely and then swaps out next turn.
Sure.
Could just gank next turn as well. Could just gank
Do we have
now,
a gank target on the right there? Or the lefty?
Not the right.
No.
And left would be...
Oh, PA on PA action?
You could, but then you die to Bristleback and give him 2 armor.
Oh, that's
so
hot.
I don't think that's going to happen. But
Okay.
I mean, March of the Machines, again, it's just very awkward. You have so much armor. We have the Tidehunter with armor. We have all these units with armor other than this poor melee creep who's feeling a little left out at the moment, but not a lot of great plays for Baize at the moment here.
Gloaty Vandal, a little bit of damage. Get some units in this lane. March of the Machines, as we said before, not going to be a very useful card in this matchup. So we'll just hold on to it, boy.
I mean, the March of the Machines can be good for at least tower. It's almost like a trebuchet, right? Only problem is it doesn't do that piercing damage, which is so very important. Maybe not in this matchup, but just in general.
So
piercing.
important. Literally incredible. So we actually will see the phase boots.
Okay.
PA bailing out. Now Tinky Winky. He going home.
Yeah, he's done so.
Bye.
He will come back with laser, though, so that's going to be important deployment for Baize eventually. And this tower is looking quite hurt. I mean, lane 2 and 3 looking very good for Shana. And the first lane, it's very wide for Baize, but you do have the Tidehunter with Ravage coming up in the following turn, mana 7. We'll see if Shana can get a little bit of luck in terms of the Ravage targets, since it is so wide.
Dude.
Was it him that ravaged an entire... Yes. Baize is the female, Shana is the... Shana, they've been calling him?
Shana?
Yeah.
I don't pay attention to gender.
So why did you... Why did you even bring it up?
You brought it up.
All right, anywho. Sorla is hitting the tower here.
What? That can't be. Something's going to happen here. Oh, my goodness
Preventing
gracious.
the death.
Coup de grace on PA. I wish they'd coup de grace that hero in real life.
Discarded Gank, though, which
Yikes.
a very good card, obviously. You have a second one in hand. And this is close to lethal on this tower.
I'm feeling it, SUNSfan. We'll have a Ravage next round, however, so...
I don't know if you... I think you might want to just blink out Tidehunter.
SUNSfan, you blink out too quick? Nah, on this one, yes. 8 damage. I don't think you'll be saving that.
Oh, all right. We didn't see that there was a...
I always knew. I always knew Sorla couldn't hit that tower. I knew it.
There is a salve, of course, to keep her alive.
Deep in my
for
heart.
This turn.
I said to myself, Sorla will never touch that tower.
So the important thing to note here is the fact that she coup de grace the PA that was technically over here arrowed into her.
Yeah.
Means that the lane contracts, and now Tidehunter will get a guaranteed Ravage off next turn if she doesn't find
She
a coup.
allows herself to die.
Okay.
Incredible.
I mean, the lane is quite wide, and you don't want to be in that lane with Tidehunter, so I can understand that for sure. This is a great arrow for PA into this Bristleback right now.
No surprise that we didn't see the lightning strikes come out here.
Yeah, very shocking.
What? That's 6 damage.
You still could do one, actually.
6,
I mean,
8,
I actually don't think
12
it's
with
that,
the multicast.
You technically want to use it as kind of finishers in a lot of ways, but I think in this scenario it's fine. Because you could copy it like you said.
You got nothing else to do. Slam a jammer, baby.
Will there be a multicast?
No, not
Negative.
today.
He's not working right now.
Ogre
Taking the day
Magi
off.
sad today.
Yes, indeed.
It was his birthday yesterday. No one sent him a present, so no multicast for anyone.
Now, you could go for a Jasper Dagger or Blink Dagger Berserker's Call, which kills both heroes.
Yes, but clearly they must know that this is coming. There's literally one move that they can do, which she did. Berserker's Call, still available.
Okay,
oh,
the other side.
Try.
All right.
No.
That opens up more damage to the tower. I kind of like it. Technically speaking, you can re-equip and put a Blink Dagger and just get Bristleback the hell out of here, which is going to happen. Okay, that's the wrong target. Just more damage to the tower is important, it seems. Okay, well, that mid tower is going to be the one that's really the contested lane, I think. It's 24 HP to 8. I think this first lane, although Sorlikon never did hit that tower.
She never hit that tower, SUNSfan. She just doesn't do it.
Yeah.
We do have Tinker coming back. Don't forget, he does have laser, so that makes a lot of problems with these cards. However, Hootie Cootie and Berserker's Call are the only two that we have to think about so far for Shana.
Right. Initiative is on the side of Baize, of course, so if she does draw a coup, then Tidehunter is likely just going to die here.
Hootie
But
Cootie.
if not, does Shana TP, or not TP, does she blink, or does he blink the Tidehunter? It's just too complicated these
Why
days.
does it matter? Why do you keep bringing
Do you
it
want
up?
to just say it from now on? I don't understand why
Zed.
it matters. Zed.
Wherever you go.
If you blink out here, I mean, you have Spring the Trap, so you could go for blockers in this lane, but I think the mid lane is probably going to be more important at this stage.
Gankarino.
All right, gank onto the LC, so no plays in mid. This is a sacrifice of Tinker, probably well worth it.
Goodbye, Tinker.
And it's not like the Tidehunter is going to ravage here.
You could, but you probably shouldn't with
I-
the Blink Dagger available.
You could technically equip Blink and do a little call here, just to get rid of some creeps, but I think we're going to see a
You
Blink in the mid
probably
lane.
want to use your only Berserker's Call later. So, gonna get that Spring the Trap. Most likely gonna see a Blink here as he heads into the mid. Does not land in front of Kana, so the Ravage will not be guaranteed. However, we can pray to Malron the Tentacular and see if it comes out. Any prayers to the Cthulian Dota 2 Sea God, SUNSfan?
Well, it depends on what Baize does here. If Baize casts something, then I don't think there's any point in ravaging, personally. All right, we're going to do it anyway. All right, nope, the 50-50 is not there, but it
You
does.
should have prayed to
I prayed to the
Malron the
gods.
Tentacular. Now, Kana is able to Lightning Strike. Now that's more damage.
That is more damage, technically.
Why did you not pray?
I'm sorry, friend. We're going to see the Berserker's Call that we talked about. Actually lives through the PA, of course, because she is stunned. Not that she does enough damage anyway. And that's 4 extra damage to the tower. So very close. Very, very close to finishing this game. That mid lane is going to be, again, the lane of contention. This first lane, though, I don't think there's any way Shana goes here, right?
That would be suicide. Unless she could potentially draw a gank and then make something happen there with Sorlikon. Sorla does do 8 damage, but such a move would be so arrogant, so
I was talking about
foolish.
for Shana, but sure.
I'm talking about both here. You put any heroes in that first lane on either side?
Mm-hmm.
Who do you boo?
Yeah, I think everybody's going mid, most likely.
Oh, gracious
Now,
me.
putting a hero here, you do have Blink Dagger, so you can kind of... ooh. All right, we misjudged this horribly.
Well, not me.
We misjudged this horribly. 2 heroes to the first lane, potentially. Very interesting if that ends up being the case. Initiative is on the side of Shana here.
Do have a Blink Dagger for that PA, so although PA is showing up in that first lane, we can assume she's going to pull a move and then back the hell out. She's probably going to Hootie Cootie right now.
Now, if anything, gank, right?
Potentially, yes.
Gank onto a blue hero, potentially.
Potentially.
Of course, we can see that Baize has absolutely 0 blue cards right now.
Truly, it would be a misplay.
Now,
not really,
from
but-
Baize's side, you can gank a creep, just open up some spots here. We're going to see the gank onto the Sorlikon, though.
Sorlikon almost
so
touched
no
a
moves.
tower. That's forbidden. Get her ass out of here.
So now with gank gone, how much damage has been done to the tower? So 10 exactly. You can pick off something that's not enough to actually save the tower. So there's no point in not just picking something off here, opening up a spot to hit the tower, and then blinking over with the old PA.
That is true.
And then Time of Triumph is going to be pretty disgusting, actually.
Oh!
And it's going to be the PA in the mid, so that means there's literally 0 plays to be made other than phase boots shenanigans for Baize in the mid.
There are very little shenanigans to be had here. Without a single blue card, there is literally no way to block up this damage, SUNSfan. With that choice, instead of taking a creep, which most people would do, took the chance, took out the hero, and now 0 plays can be made. Exactly 4 damage on the tower. I think that one is about donezo.
So the reason for the no blink over is because of potential annihilation.
Yes,
so
true.
Very smart move for Shana.
And we do have annihilation in these decks. By the way, it was never drawn
by Baize.
And that is a
so game 1 for
Shana,
Shana, whatever you want to call him.
Bobana.
And my suspenders are just coming off again. Let me
keep your suspenders.
Let me
on.
get dressed real quick, guys.
That is nice. You don't like the X? I was a big fan of the X.
No, it was quite uncomfortable. It accentuated my stomach a little too much. A little too much pressure there.
We don't want that, sweet boy.
Yeah, not today. So game 1 for Shana. Do you like Shana or Shana?
Shana, Bobana, Fee, Fifo,
So
Fana.
here's the thing. It's a guy. So Shana makes more sense.
Why does that have to matter?
I'm just talking about pronunciation. This name in in English, I was going to say the American language, which I guess is kind of a thing.
The American language.
It's pronounced Shana.
Here's a fun fact. Did you know that the vote in America to either speak the American language, aka English, or German was decided by one singular vote?
Whose?
Some dude. I don't know. Some Congress dude.
You don't even know.
Imagine how history would have changed. What if Americans spoke German? How do you think the Second World War would have gone? Do you think we would have even got involved if our German-speaking brothers?
I don't know. That's a great question.
The world would have changed to one vote.
That is another time, perhaps. Another dimension
What?
is happening. Shall we speak German? I don't know.
All right.
All right. Do you go for the arrow here? Do you go for it? Sorla is getting rickrolled. This is 2 armor for Bristleback if you don't get the arrow. You're going to do 2 additional damage as well, so that means a pick-off.
She only has 1, though.
Or a hip fire.
Do you waste it now? I think you put down an assault ladders. I mean...
What? Why would you put down a... What?
Because you only have 1 disciple in Nevermore.
But why would... I don't understand that move at all. Assault ladders is not one of those things you just throw around.
Yeah, it is. What are you talking about?
It is not,
actually. It is. If you have 1 in a lane, you just throw them around. If a creep goes there, now she has to answer, and she doesn't even have a hero.
Right, so the reason, normally I would say this is a weird move, but because there's a Kana, it makes a little bit more sense, right? You're going to have Kana constantly getting creeps here.
This is great.
Okay, I take it back.
Thank you, SUNSfan.
Only because there's Kana, though.
I thought that our relationship was supposed to be you were the analyst and I was the hype caster.
I mean, but the problem is if there wasn't a Kana, you would have said the same thing. You just got lucky.
That is not true.
Yes, that is not 100%
true at all.
True.
It was based off of the creeps there. Look at this response.
Crepes.
Now we have to put a green hero in this lane. We have to block it up or else that's an insane amount of damage.
It's actually a pretty good start for Baize, all things considered. Obviously not the greatest spawn here for the
And look at the dimensional portal draw.
Yeah, and with the Ignite as well, if Prey on the Weak is drawn as well, then that's just additional damage. Look at how much is going to 18 by 3 creeps.
Why would you forget your assault ladders? Guys.
I hate you so much.
You're so stupid.
This is equivalent to an oath, by the way.
That is correct.
An oath.
Even better, you can still cast spells, you can still do stuff.
Oh, but you don't get the damage on units, though.
That is true, but you can still cast spells and do stuff.
This is a pretty funny start. I like it. I like it quite a bit. Shana, in the meantime. Shana? Shana?
I think that's a name that only sounds good if you're screaming it.
Shana!
Shana!
Gonna start with the Rose Leaf Druid to get a little ramp going here. You have Lycan in the last lane to be able to cast the Salamane's Favor into another. Nothing to play here for Baize, though. Another? Not another.
The Disciple of Nevermore still hanging out. We can do a Lightning Strike here and potentially multicast it.
Oh, Lord. No. No, not today.
Just do it. It's in Ogre's lane. Just cast it. You could get it right back.
No. Because it's too early to know what towers you're actually focusing on, Slacks. Don't you understand? Don't you understand how the game is played?
Can't you understand the game?
But this is crazy. Now you have Roseleaf Druid and Selemane's Favor into a lane that you know that Baize is focusing on pretty heavily. The problem for Shana is no late game cards have been drawn yet. So if he can draw
top
deck some juicy Time of Triumphs.
Now why put Sorla in that last lane instead of in the first lane? SUNSfan.
Well,
she gets blocked. Yeah. She put the Tinker in, a black hero in that first lane. There was a good chance. I mean, why? Why, SUNSfan?
Just stop asking questions, please. Wow, nothing drawn of real use here.
Oh my God, and Prey on the Weak!
Potion of Knowledge is available. Yeah, Prey on the Weak, this is probably lethal, right? Easy. Oh my God, okay, that's way more than I thought. Probably lethal. Yep.
Why would you put
Stars align. Wow.
Matters?
Shana is drawing absolutely nothing.
I don't understand.
Hey, I took it back and I informed you why.
I don't care.
Another wow, he's actually going for blocks here, which I guess makes sense because this is legitimate 80 potential, even though it is unfortunate that the old Kana is dying this time around, and a big opening will be had here.
Yes.
Unearthed Seeker's definitely coming down on this lane.
Are you sure you're going to get any tower damage on this lane, though? All right, so easy card draw. Easy card draw right there. We do still have the Disciple, which Tinker is able to put down next time, bumping up that damage even more. Yeah, I mean, you got to just save it. You save for the initiative, and you pray to God they have nothing to respond with only Time of Triumph available.
Pray to God.
Pray to Malron the Tentacular.
No, you can't do anything here.
You pass.
Savage Wolf, go for the old arrow. No, not today, but tower damage is fine and dandy as well.
So if we see a Hootie Cootie, question is, do you play that? You just slap down Disciple.
53 damage to the tower right now.
You just slap down Disciple. Right?
I mean, yeah, potentially.
Although that would be, no matter where that Disciple goes, it's going to be in the AoE of a Berserker's Call, which is rough, because then you're going to knock out all that damage. But these draws from Shana will decide the match.
All right, well, I have a feeling that Shana's going to take this first lane at some point as well before this game is over.
A feeling?
Yes. You keep confusing the two people I'm talking about.
I don't confuse it. You're going to take that middle tower. You have 3 heroes. Of course you're going to take that middle tower.
I'm saying this tower.
Yes, that tower.
You just said middle. God, just listen to yourself instead of, I don't know what you... Oh, Time of Triumph is here.
Hello.
So a 3-man Time of Triumph is available.
Do you really want to do that, though? Do you really want to Time of Triumph first and just allow them to do something? A laser.
All right, laser killing off the Treant Protector.
That's an interesting choice.
Was it?
That is interesting. You could have saved Tinker's life with the laser. You know the Time of Triumph is coming.
You can still save Tinker with the coup.
But why? When you could put down the Disciple of Nevermore instead in front of that tree to the left.
You are obsessed with this Disciple of Nevermore.
Just put it out!
It's not going to be lethal, though. It doesn't actually add that much, believe it or not.
What?
It doesn't add that much.
Do the math, SUNSfan, and catch up to me when you're done.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 damage. You really want to put that down instead of killing a Time of Triumph hero.
Now look at the description.
Now look at...
Of Disciple of Nevermore. Ping it up.
Yes. I'm sorry, what?
Now put it together.
God, you're an idiot. You're actually an idiot. Jesus. All right, Potion of Knowledge is cast here. I have to put myself together here. For some reason, you thought that Disciple would add 40 extra damage. The lane isn't that wide. It's just that those units are doing so much damage right now.
You're right, brother. You're right. It was the towers that confused me.
Everything is confusing.
It was the assault ladders. Excuse me.
Yes. So Bronze Legionnaire can come out to get a little bit wider here. Has nothing really else to play. Could potentially blink somewhere as well. But yeah, I think the focus for Shana right now is going to be this first and second lane.
I'm ready to fight.
But we'll see. Not putting anything down, actually, so... And it's not even an initiative play, which is interesting. Perhaps thought that Baize would use initiative here.
We have one more coup de grace available. Lycan will be coming in that first lane. question here. You got a 50-50. Who do you kill? Do you kill that Lycan? Do you kill that Bristleback? Now, I figure you probably kill that Bristleback. Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, Berserker's Call is super scary right now.
Oh, my God.
And the fact that Baize kept initiative and Shana didn't play anything in the mid lane. Now, keep in mind, Shana could have Bronze Legionnaire in the mid and fight through the pain to have initiative right now.
Very interesting.
But doesn't have Berserker's Call anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered.
I'm quite interested in that move.
Quite interested, yes.
Hootie Cootie going to be coming out on your Bristleback, and then that should pretty much spell game.
Well, not quite. Not quite.
It will pretty much.
Not quite. It'll be a lot.
Wow. Dimensional Portal?
And this will actually pay off tremendously because there is no Berserker's Call. Do have a couple blockers, though. You have Bronze Legionnaire, and by a couple, I mean literally one.
I suppose that was the move because those heroes that Berserker's Call would kill aren't going to hit the tower anyway. Great thinking it through. Emissary of the Quorum can be used here to block a little bit of damage and beef up everybody. I guess you'd run in front of that Tinker, but we still got the Disciple of Nevermore, baby.
That's right. And that might actually be enough.
Might?
We'll see. We're going to be blocking the Tinker in all likelihood with Emissary, right?
It would be one of the only moves.
Yeah, this is, I believe...
Oh, Lord, no.
Man, Baize's draws have been pretty dirty this game.
Please.
I have to say.
Please just play the Disciple. I beg you. I just want to hear that sexy voice line.
There's no reason for Baize to do anything at the moment. It's Shana's turn either way, so Emissary pretty much has to come down. It's going to be right in front of Tinker.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to buff all the units like you said, but I believe that Assault Ladders or Disciple both will prove lethal beyond belief.
Choose now before it's down.
I mean, Disciple is the better move because all the mana has been used. But I would have liked to see a third Assault Ladders because I don't think I've ever seen that. My goodness. Baize crushing this game by mana 7. That's kind of what we talked about with this deck. You want to take them out early. Obviously, you don't like the late game very much. The block is here, but it's not going to be enough.
God, 1 damage, SUNSfan.
Very close.
Nice.
Very close.
Nice angry buff there before
now,
the
of course,
game
Stars
ends.
Align was available at some point there if he had another creep, but that is not the case as this series is now tied 1-1.
Thank you.
Who shall win the tied 1-1 series? Shana or Baize?
That is the question that we will soon...
I asked. It wasn't rhetorical. Who is going to win?
We're about to find out, SUNSfan.
Who did you pick?
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I put Baize. Panel, who did I put on my predictions?
Who did he take?
Who do we take on the predictions,
Check it out, guys.
please?
I believed I picked Shana.
I believe I picked Baize.
You did not pick Baize.
All right, we both picked Shana.
We win, baby!
All right,
Woo!
let's go. Let's go. All right, back into the game. Of course, the same ramp deck for Shana with, I mean, you got 2 Stars Align now. That's pretty dirty. But we are going against a mono red. And we're going to see how many enough magics are in the deck for Baize because, like we said many a time, Slacks, the counter to Stars Align is that card indeed. Please, take it easy.
Spot weakness.
2 enough magics.
A little easy draw here.
2 Red Mist Pillagers. Interesting.
Red Mist Pillagers?
Yes.
Fantastic. As you guys know, if you win with a deck in this tournament, you are no longer allowed to play it in your series.
You're banned.
So, this will be a new one from Baize. This will be the Mono Red with Centaur, War Runner, and Tidehunter.
But I can't wait for all the references to double edge on towers we're going to hear this game.
We're definitely not going to hear any, because clearly that's not a good move. As we take a lot of time here from Shana to think about what is going to happen. Utter Secrets, not looking too tasty this one. Surprisingly, no one is hitting a tower at any of the lanes. But we do have 2 stars aligned, which means... SUNSfan.
I'm sorry, what? 2 Stars Align?
Yes.
Means what?
Which means if we get a nice top deck card here, you'll be seeing some quick action.
Yes, Emissaries or Time of Triumphs would be great for Shana. And, of course, enough magic, like I already mentioned, literally 5 times this game already.
I
would be great
I understand.
for Baize.
Yes. Time of Triumph is drawn out there.
You know, just not to halt this cast any longer. When you say you understand, does it actually mean I don't care, I'm not listening, let's move on? Because that's what it feels like.
No.
Okay?
I have a wealth of knowledge in my understanding.
I'm very smart. I don't know if you know this.
I am extremely intelligent, and I have a capability to understand quite a lot.
I have great capabilities.
I am handsome, smart, sexy.
And emissary, here we go. Enough magic is not in hand, so Shana's perspective, this is a bit scary, right? 2 stars aligned, you could get punished horribly. We know here that Shana will not. She can actually pass.
Don't.
It's actually a pretty smart move because now Smash the Defenses come out, so no counter moves can be made. I'm sorry, it's not even
You're
5
an
mana.
idiot.
There's
I'm trying to give you
magic
time.
Is 5 mana. Slacks.
Yes, it is. You moron. Oh, God.
Either way, he can go for Emissary now.
Jesus Christ.
Take it easy, buddy. Take it easy.
Either way, you want to try to make sure that your enemy uses all the mana just in case. Could have had a duel. This is why they waited for the mana, my friend.
Very good.
So here comes the quorum, baby. Buff, buff, buff it up.
Obviously, the problem here is Lycan will die after being pumped. I've heard of that happening a time or two. But he will be back eventually. It's all good, guys. Axe will come.
Haven't heard of that happening at any time. But that's all right.
Maybe in Ukraine. All right, so Baize getting off the nasal goo onto the LC. Obviously, negative armor is quite nasty when in combination with a retaliate because that's a separate instance of damage. So LC gets completely destroyed here.
Yep. Guessing you don't play anything in this round and you just play one of these 2 units, the Stone Hall or the Legionnaire. If you're feeling spicy, the Wolf actually is a very nice pickup.
Yeah, you get the 2 extra armor next to the Treant Protector. And Stone Hall Elite could come out.
I would imagine it has to. It won't kill him, though.
No, it's only going to do 2 damage, and it's going to gain 2 HP every round, so actually that would be a bad move.
Yes.
So maybe an early Dresden Standards, although that won't save Axe.
Potentially.
You just have a bunch of cards just kind of stuck in your hand at the moment.
You could
maybe you just don't play anything.
The Kraken Shell, but you don't want to do that. Yeah, bro. Dresden Standard's always a nice put down. Just put it down. It's a modified card. You get to keep it forever. Clearly, you're not going to do anything else.
All right, just going for the Bronze Legionnaire, so for the chump block, if nothing else.
Chumping.
So, obviously, the Wolf will perpetually live through this engagement. It's like the nightmare that never ends for the Bronze Legionnaire.
Yes. One Bronze Legionnaire haunted by a wolf, chasing him until his eventual death.
Just one wolf, though.
Just one angry wolf.
Tidehunter might be going to the 3rd lane for Baize. All right.
An interesting decision.
Yeah, if he lives, then that's going to be an amazing Ravage eventually.
Can we just talk about how hyped that the Quorum was? It's not often you get the chance to put down a Quorum. It's not often you get a lot of creeps randomly in one lane, but to have both happen is pure disaster for Baize.
Yep, initiative on the side of Shana. And we've talked about this before. Because of enough magic in the deck, this is what I was going to say. Sometimes we've seen players get a little greedy, put down a creep first before pumping, but pumping is just too important to miss out on.
It is. I mean, that's what a young baby needs, is to be pumped, get that pump out, get that natural stuff.
This is a great opportunity for spot weakness. You're going to find lethal on Bristleback as a result and draw a card.
Very cute move.
And now you can put down the Bronze Legionnaire to start to push for the perpetual, or the eventual 80.
The perpetual.
I was thinking perpetual pump.
The perpetual pump.
Say that 5 times fast.
What if Artifact didn't let you draw, but if both Ancients did damage, the first person to do damage to the next tower next round wins? Would you like that or not?
Say it again. I wasn't listening.
No, I'm not going to say it again.
I mean, these scenarios you come up with.
The answer is no, though. The lore of Artifact is that that's the ending that they want, that both Ancients die at the same time. So when you draw, it's actually what you're going for in the game. Surprisingly enough, you don't get any experience for drawing.
That's very interesting. Do you put down the Bronze Legionnaire here or in the 3rd lane?
You put it down here, you blink out Axe, you put Axe mid to block up damage, and then you just
really
keep
get
pumping.
Axe out of here?
Yes. Why would you not? He's not doing any damage now. He just leaves, and he goes mid, he blocks damage.
That's true. He could.
God, I hate you.
It's 5 mana, so can't Berserker's Call or anything like that. Here comes the Stone Hall Elite to trade with his younger brother.
God, you're stupid.
And here comes the Axe in the 3rd lane, not the 2nd, as you suggested so vigorously, so vehemently.
Don't you talk to me.
A lot of creeps end up dying, though, so the Emissary obviously still pretty much, I mean, I think maybe literally unkillable at this stage. Basically need like a Time of Triumph hero, and before that time comes, or by the time that comes, it's going to be impossible to kill. It's going to be pumped up way too much. So that tower looks to be in Baize's favor, so it's all about this third lane, or the 80 in the first. And obviously Ravage is not going to come online for another couple rounds, so you probably just keep going wide.
Think so, SUNSfan. Put down that big old boy. Hit that tower. Tristan Standard's going to come out there.
All right.
5 damage to take out that evil wolfman. 6 damage to save his life.
Wow, look at that.
Tristan Standards, what a great card. I'm a flippin' genius.
I mean, actually was quite good there. You needed that Kraken Shell to get the extra armor
For
on
the
the
use.
Bronze Legionnaire.
The Bronze
Not
Legionnaire.
the Tidehunter.
Not the Black
Just
Legionnaire.
need to proc that.
The Gold Legionnaire, but the Bronze Legionnaire.
Bronze, indeed. So you got Lycan going in the first lane. That's going to be a Pumperoo for 2. And LC to the third to try to get this last tower. And the problem for Baize right now is that she needs to try to stem the bleeding in the first lane. Or does she? That's 2 heroes being used. Very interesting.
That is true. That is very interesting.
What did I say, Slacks?
I don't care. No one cares.
I know you're not listening to me.
I am listening to you.
I know you're not listening to me.
I know I am listening to you.
You know you're not listening to me. Would you focus on the game?
I am focusing on the game. How could I not? What else would I possibly be doing?
What do you think about these 2 heroes being put here?
I
by Baize
think it's...
in a lane that is probably just going to die.
Well, you know, you're offering yourself a chance. You're offering some kind of way to do something with that Time of Triumph.
That's a way to TP out the Bristleback in some ways. And the pump comes through, and that's just going to be the death of the tower. So the Axe coming here, I guess, provides a better option. I don't know. I don't know what the Axe doing here is doing exactly. You do have a TP, though, for Shana. Unfortunately, not for Baize, and I think she would really like that in hand this time around.
Here we go.
And that's it. That's just a conceit.
Here we go.
So Shana taking this one out very quickly in the third game, but Baize not able to find the amazing combo, the wombo combo, as it were.
What were you saying? I wasn't listening.
You weren't watching or listening
I was
for the past like 3 minutes.
What
I
are
literally
you
just
talking
I
about?
literally just solo cast the last 3
What
minutes.
are you talking about? I just let you talk until you're done talking so I can put in my input.
What's your input?
What is my input?
Who won this game?
I know who won this game.
Who?
Shana.
That's a 50-50.
That's
Good job.
Take it back to the panel. You're such an asshole. Take it back to the panel, gentlemen.
Get out of here.
Take it out.
Scott.
Get away from me.